Hello, welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. You're inside the stitchery. It's over there. And I'm so happy you're here today for a flip through, a very special flip through. So, recently, Lauren Espy, if you don't know who that is, you're new to crochet. Lauren Espy had a sale on her site and yeah, I bought some books. But not only that, these are part of her so-called damaged books. So they are at a discounted price because they are not in the best shape. But honestly, there's really nothing wrong with these whatsoever. It's just a little dented in the corners. It's fine. So this is the Animal Amigurumi Adventures Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'm going to try to do both in one video. When I got my order, I got a little note. It's so cute. I got a little note. And I will read it to you because there's nothing like super personal. Hi Shannon, thank you so much for your order. Your support truly means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy both of these books as much as I do. Lauren. And then I got this cute little card, which is like her little business card. So here's her information if you need to look her up and you don't know who she is and you really need to educate yourself who she is because she's awesome. So these are basically clearanced out books. She has a section on her website where you can buy signed copies, okay? These are separate books. However, I did help her advertise about her sale, and I did tell her that I bought something, and she messaged me on Instagram and said, I'm so excited to box up your package. And I didn't know what that meant until I opened this book. She signed it! She signed it! Not only that, she signed both of them. Lauren, this means the world to me. I feel so happy right now. Thank you so much for signing these. I'm super ecstatic. All right, moving on. Let's look at the adorable patterns. That's what you're here for. You're not here for me getting all emotional. Anyway, this is Animal Amigurumi Adventures Volume 1, 15 crochet patterns to create adorable amigurumi critters. Just like any Lauren Espy book, we have the beautiful table of contents laid out so well, and she always splits them into themes. So this time we have ocean, jungle, and forest. The beginning of any Lauren Espy book also will basically give you an entire crochet course before you even start. So if you are a beginner, you're in good shape because you basically have an entire course in the front of the book. Really good for beginners. Okay, the ocean. First we have the clownfish. This is considered expert. So there is a rating system on the side. So this is considered expert. And I can see why. Lots of color changes. There's some shaping. And I think that's probably mainly the reason. Pretty much all of these, she is going to recommend a 3.75 millimeter hook and worsted weight yarn. If the words are not enough, she does have really detailed pictures in all of her books. And this one, I think we are working on the tail or the fin at this point. But see how detailed they are? I love this. And real briefly, here is another example. So her pictures are phenomenal. And they really do make her books. Next is the crab, intermediate. That is about middle of the road experience. And he's cute and he looks very simple. Looks like you have to sew on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, maybe. That's not bad. Here's some making of the claw pictures. See, super detailed. Love it. The great white shark, beginner. Hallelujah. We have a beginner pattern. So beginners, you can make this one. He's cute for a shark. You need about 2 colors, safety eyes, and a little bit of embroidery floss for the little gills right here. So this is why it's a beginner. You are not having to color change. You are going to sew on the belly patch separately. Brilliant. Another beginner pattern, the manta ray, which you can make speckled or not speckled. How big is this one? Approximately 6.5 inches wide and 2 inches tall. and 7.5 inches long. Okay. You are not working in the round, so that should make some of you happy. These are flat pieces that you're going to put together. Orca, also known as a killer whale. Intermediate. I like this one. I don't know, I like orca patterns. I don't know why, but I really do like when people crochet them. I don't know why. So we have quite a bit of sewing, but of course she's got pictures to help you along. That's why it's intermediate. There's some sewing. On to the next section, the jungle. Monkey, intermediate. Not a monkey person. He's very cute. He is about 6 inches wide by 10.5 inches tall when standing and 7.5 inches when he's sitting. Oh, we're going to use some bobble stitches. I think that's for the thumbs. Yep, I was right. There it is. My friend Caroline makes paws this way as well. She likes the little bobble thumb thing. I've only ever tried it in other people's patterns. I've never designed one with it, but maybe I should. Okay, sloth. I have no idea what happened to my audio, but this is a sloth. He's a beginner project. Isn't he cute? And there we go. Some more on how to make some of his arms and legs. Snake. Beginner. Now this one also has a little bit of pink felt as an extra material you will need so you can make the tongue. He's kind of cute. Gotta admit. Again, for a snake, you know. Here's some instructions on how you wrap your snake. You can also use some wire for stability. Tiger. Ooh, expert. I'm guessing that's again because of color changes and lots of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces to sew on, I'm guessing. From the parts I can see. Look at that. Toucan. Expert. Yep. And I can tell you why that is right now. It's mainly the beak. See all the color changing? Yep. And there's a little bit of shaping too, but mainly I'm guessing it's because of that beak. No fancy stitches. Everything's pretty straightforward. And he will be about 7.5 inches tall, just like most of these. Forest. Fox. Expert. Again, lots of color changes. It doesn't say anything about a spike stitch over here, but that sure looks like a spike stitch. But I could be wrong. Owl. Beginner. This one looks very doable for beginners. You just have to make this shape. And you sew on these pieces right here. And you can embroider these little V's very, very easily. I agree. A beginner can totally do this. You can see there that that's all it takes to make the eyes. See? You can do this. Probably my favorite in the book, the raccoon. Intermediate. It's so cute. And I don't know about you guys, but basically ever since the little moment in Incredibles 2 with Jack versus the raccoon, I'm just loving raccoon patterns. Basically ever since that. I mean, they're just so cute. This is my other favorite. Something about that face is just precious. This is the skunk, also an intermediate. There is something about this one that it's just adorable. So between that and the raccoon, I don't know which one I would make first. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the skunk, even though that's lots of black yarn. I really am leaning towards the skunk. So we've got some how to sew on the arms. That's good. And no color changes for the tail. It's just a little piece you're going to sew on. Pretty much every skunk pattern I have seen, for the most part, it's a separate stripe. It's not a color change. And I think that might be because it looks bolder if you do it as a separate piece. And you really want people to see that stripe, so I think it's a good move. The squirrel, beginner. Now, as you can tell from the picture, there is an optional material you might want, and that is a pet slicker brush. You know, one of those brushes with the wire bristles so that you can fluff out its tail. Now, it just so happens I have a video all about how to brush out yarn, and I will link it down below if you want to make this pattern, or if you just want to know how to brush out yarn in general. See, so you make the piece, and then you brush it out, and then you sew it to the squirrel. Very important to do those steps in order. So that was Volume 1. Volume 2. Same thing, we have our little mini course in the front of the book. And in this one we have Safari, Arctic, and Pets. Safari. Elephant, giraffe, hippo, lion, zebra. Beginner. The elephant. This is felt. So you do not have to crochet those little toenails. Yay! Thank you. This book, as well as the first book, she recommends materials are worsted weight yarn and a 3.75 or F millimeter hook. Now the eyes might vary from creature to creature, but for the most part they're between about 10 to, I think I saw 15 was one. So they're somewhere in there. This particular one uses 12 millimeters. So here we are making the tail and attaching the tail. Giraffe is a beginner. So this giraffe is so cute. This is a beginner pattern because you can cut these adorable little shapes out of felt and you don't have to stitch on a million spots or do a million color changes. Thank you, Lauren. Everybody say thank you, Lauren, because that's why I avoid giraffe patterns. See, you just cut out spots out of felt, place them however you think they look good, and then sew or glue them on. Simple. Here's a closer look at the head and the how to attach the neck. Hippo. Beginner pattern. There's a little bit of felt here too, so again, you don't have to do the toenails. I just wanted to show you guys this picture. He's looking at you. Lion. Intermediate. I love this yarn. What is this yarn called? Speckled mustard yellow. But what brand? It does not say, but she might have said in the beginning of the book and I just missed it. I might look it up and write it for you guys here so that if you want this exact yarn color, I will let you know what that is. There weren't a lot of pictures that I could show you on the last one. There were just too many words it was hard to cover up, so sorry. But moving on, the zebra is also intermediate. And this is one of the simpler zebra patterns I have seen. This looks like a very simple way to do the zebra stripes, and I appreciate it because zebra stripes can be very annoying. And this pattern does have a special place in my heart because I am a zebra, someone with a rare or undiagnosed condition. We are called zebras because in medical school, they tell you when you hear hoofbeats, don't look for zebras. So look for horses, not zebras. So we are called zebras because we are rare. Here is a page I can show you. Arctic. Beluga whale. Beginner pattern. I have made a beluga whale pattern for a contest, and it was supposed to be this big. I made it out of an 8mm hook and burlap blanket yarn. It is enormous, and you can basically use it as a body pillow, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I named her Beatrice. So I am so tempted to make this one as her little baby. I like this one. It's cute. I love the shaping. The shaping is so smooth, and it looks like it's all one piece. I know that it's not. This and the tail are obviously not, but I like how it looks like it is. Harp Seal Pup, also beginner. Need a little bit of embroidery floss for some whiskers. Cute. A page I can show you. How to do the whiskers. Penguin, intermediate. So this looks like a separate piece. This is all color change. The beak is sewn on. I'm guessing the wings and the feet are sewn on as well, and his little tuft. He's so cute though. Here is a page we can look at. How to sew on the feet. And the little tuft. Polar bear for beginners. Oh, he's so cute. I love his little toe pads and his little paw pads. So cute. I'm curious how we do the nose. I love the ears. The ears look so good. So the nose is separate. You do make it and sew it on. I love that. That looks so good. Here's the ears. Wow. Looks amazing. Next is Walrus, and he is expert, and I'm not surprised because I see lots of shaping. I really like this one. Here you can see a little bit more of what his body looks like. Like this too. And the next section is pets. Cat, chameleon, cockatiel, dog, and guinea pig. Here is the cat. Now, I don't know if I can insert a picture or not, but I will try. In Lauren's book, something like 100 amigurumi you can make or something like that, a version of this cat in miniature is in that book. And if I can, I will put a picture somewhere so you can see the comparison, because I recognized it immediately because I've almost made that cat several times. It reminded me of a cat I saw in a movie and I wanted to make it for my friend, but yeah, but now maybe I'll make her the bigger one. Maybe I should do that. So I think it's cool how she like reused her patterns and, you know, reshaped them so that they could be bigger or smaller. I love when designers can take their own patterns and do stuff with them. Like, I already did that, so now I can do this, and I think that's awesome. Anyway, enough gushing. This cat is adorable, and I love how the stripes are made. So beautiful, so crisp. And the tail looks great too. Let's see more pictures. Here we go, here's some close-ups. Making of the ears, sewing on the ears. And of course the stripes. Here is just about a 360-degree photo collage. Almost. The chameleon is expert level. As you can see, there is shaping. I'm guessing this is all one piece. So there's shaping, there's color changes, there's some sewing here. So yeah, I would say expert makes sense to me. You also need a pipe cleaner as a bonus material, I'm guessing for the tail. So she is really cute. Should we name her Karma? Although maybe she should be red, gold, and green instead. Anyone who gets that joke, please tell me in the comments. Here are some beautiful close-ups of those gorgeous stripes and that great tail. Look at that! 2 full pages, no writing. There you go. Brilliant. Oh, you also use the pipe cleaners in the feet. I love that. Oh, I kind of want to make one. I'm not a reptile person, although I loved Pascal in Tangled, so yeah, maybe I like reptiles a little bit in cartoons. The cockatiel beginner. Okay, this one is very special for me. I want to make this specific one with some color changes for a friend of mine who lost their bird several years ago, and it was a cockatiel. Her name was Peaches, and she is the only bird I've ever had affection towards. because she was the cutest little thing. She was so sweet. I don't have a picture for you guys, I don't think. I'm sorry. But basically she looked like peaches and cream ice cream. She kind of did. So when I make her, I will show you guys and you can see the colors. But this is definitely the pattern I want to use. As soon as I saw this was an option in Lauren's book, I knew that I wanted to make it for my friend as a tribute to her late bird. Her bird was just the most precious little thing. She would do this thing where she would announce everything when you came in the house. All she did was she would just tweet, 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 and then she'd stop. And so they'd call it, she was giving them a recap. She was saying, this is the news of the day, this is what you missed when you were out. And then she was done. It was the most adorable thing. So anyway, the cockatiel, beginner pattern. Here's some cute little headshots. Glamour pose. Dog, also beginner. So cute. It kind of reminds me of, what was that dog's name? Patches the puppy? If I can think of it, I'll put a picture up here. I think it was Patches. It was from a children's book. Anyway, he's so cute. See, it looks like this is a separate piece, this is a separate piece. The ears are, the tail, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. Why did I count that? Of course, there's 4. Did I mention it's late at night? Anyway, so he is a beginner pattern. He is super cute. I like him a lot. Some puppy headshots on how to do the nose. Well, snout. And then sewing on the ears. And then there's the collar. Guinea pig, intermediate. Color changes, shaping. Going along with what I've seen in this book on what qualifies for what level, I'm almost a little shocked that this isn't considered expert for this book. Because you have lots of color changes in the face too. These ears may not even be sewn on. They might be no sew. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. We'll find out. But, you know, you might want to approach this one with a little bit more experience than that, just in case. I don't know. Let's find out. So here is some of the color change pictures. That head's really fancy. And the ears are not no-sew, they are sewn on. Okay. But honestly, if you're experienced enough, you could just add them in. Just crochet them in, if you know how to do that. Here's some more pictures. She also has an option to make the solid guinea pig. I will show you. Here he is, the solid guinea pig. So, you can make it look like whichever one you want. Woo! We did it! Both books, one video. There you go. Animal Amigurumi Adventures, volumes 1 and 2. Strongly recommend anything by this designer, but definitely these 2 books. I want to say a big thank you to Lauren SB. I paid for all of this. It wasn't sponsored or anything, but just the little extra touches, signing my books, thank you. The little note, the extra card, and this cute packaging with her own personal tissue paper. How cute is that? So I just want to say a big thank you to Lauren SB, and thank you for inspiring so many people to do crochet with your amazing designs. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. I would love to have you come back, and I will join you in another video. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye!